Hey,
all the
but
good
we got
things.
celebrities in the building already.
Already. Oh, as Relly say, already.
Let me formally introduce to you, because I've already met him. We've already politic.
Dope.
This is the homie Rival. What's
Yo,
going
what
on?
up? What up?
From the 727. Where exactly out there?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Big shouts to the bird.
727, stand up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We also we'll have a couple others joining us in a little while, but we're gonna get to know him first.
Bet.
See what he's got going on.
I saw a dope picture of Rival on Facebook. He got the major crowd behind him, Rival shirts everywhere. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta meet this dude. This looks official.
Yeah, man.
What was that from? Do you know the picture that I'm even referencing?
There's two that are like that. One's from Homegrown Hip Hop 5 with Infinite Skills, and
Salute
the other
Skills.
one is Salute the Skills, and the other one is from Souls of Mischief. So I don't know exactly which one it is, but
Dope.
Team Rival shows up every time, man.
I see. They was in the building, like
sir.
hands up, like yo, we with you. That was dope. That's what's up.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
always good to have a great following or a supportive fan base. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He's got
Absolutely.
it too. At the Mob Deep show, they're out there heavy.
Dope.
120.
120 people.
120. I
People?
brought 120 people to Mob Deep.
You were Mob
Dope.
Deep at a Mob Deep show.
Word.
Yo, I always wonder about, when you could bring that many fans out, man. Like I rival it to Justin Bieber got the kind of fans like that. They come everywhere, man. They follow him from state to state, show to show, and you got him out like that. What is that? Like, is it the love?
It's
Do they
the
just
love.
love your music like that? What's
Well,
happening?
Besides the music, I think they
got
they
a great
support
story,
me.
too.
You know what
Oh.
I'm saying? They support me.
Oh, you got okay. So Slick is telling me there's a twist to the story. I can't
Well, I
wait to
mean,
hear what's happening.
as an artist, as his whole career and everything, his background is an interesting story.
Well,
he's
for me,
overcome some hardships, and he's back doing what makes him happy, basically.
dope. So for me and the listeners worldwide who are meeting you for the first time,
Right.
tell us, who are you? What's the story that give us some information?
Well-
Who is Rival?
Rival is an MC from back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? St. Pete, stand up. What's up to the Berg? That's my hometown. I did the MC thing for a little bit in the 90s, and I got involved with a different crowd of people. I got married, and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of stopped getting out of the music thing, and I went through some personal stuff, a lot of drug usage, and that's part of my story. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting, okay.
And that that kept me out for like 12 years out of the scene.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I always wrote and freestyled and stuff like that, but never was able to like do this.
Do you mind if I get a little personal with you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Like, what kind of drugs? There's a difference between drugs, marijuana, and drugs like cocaine, crack, heroin,
Opiates.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Okay.
that, just
All that.
more.
Okay, like a good number of it.
Yeah.
Amount, right, okay.
Absolutely.
And I respect people who own that. You know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
I'll give you an example. Wendy Williams. She used to be on coke, and she is very open about that,
Mary J. Blige.
Mary
another
J.
one.
Blige too.
Right.
People who have overcome the challenge of addiction. That's a very serious but uplifting story for a lot of people, particularly in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of us have that story, either have been on drugs ourselves, have family members on drugs currently, or have
Right.
had to overcome the different trials that come along with addiction.
The struggle.
Yeah, the struggle,
The
real
struggle.
talk. Yeah,
Straight up.
and so that's dope. That's part of your story of overcoming.
It absolutely, and I only have a daily reprieve from that. You know what I mean? I do a lot of stuff to maintain that on a daily basis. I won't get into all that, but I just celebrated 2 years clean on the 15th. So like,
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
up.
And, I only say that to let people know that it is possible to get clean and live your life again.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there are great stories, in fact, of people who have been at the bottom, straight up at the bottom, and nobody thought that they was coming back,
Right.
and by the grace of
Persevered.
God and by a lot of hard work and dedication, they were able to make it back out of that struggle. You
Absolutely.
know, and so we tip our hats to you and to people
Thank you.
who might be listening who may have a similar story or
Right.
be a part of their story. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. You know, she's part of that story as well. You know what I mean? You're looking at two miracles sitting right here and right now.
I like that. I like the way you put that.
And,
Yes.
and can we introduce her one more time?
Absolutely. This is my girl Leela Melee.
One more time. Sorry, gotcha.
Oh, hi.
How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you actually have a song involving her.
Absolutely. Yes,
Is
sir.
is it about her, dedicated to her? What's the story of that?
It's her song.
her song.
It's her song.
All right.
I wrote that for her.
Nice.
And is
Look at her smiling about it too.
forgive me if you already covered it, but are you the one that he married a while back, or is this a new
No,
relationship?
no, I'm
since
not
all
Rob's ex-wife. I'm his current
Gotcha.
wifey.
Gotcha.
Not
I like- yeah.
legal,
Put
but
it on
It
record.
will be.
Like
Wifey,
it.
yes. I
It
like
will
it.
be.
That was dope.
Right.
No doubt. Now, from your perspective, what give us your take on his career as an artist and what you've had to see, ups and downs, or what input you may have given to the whole situation. Tell us about your side of it.
Well, I guess I'm willing to be personal about it because I am open about my own journey too, and Rob and I have different stories, which was that my addiction, I wound up in prison.
Okay.
And the interesting thing about his addiction is that it doesn't know any socioeconomic,
Oh no. You could be rich, poor,
Right.
in the middle, with
You know,
everybody.
It
So
Yes.
doesn't
I was-
discriminate.
Yes. Right.
So I was from a normal middle class family, and no one in my family has been to jail or
Yeah.
been arrested. And it's you just start doing things you wouldn't have done.
Wow.
Yeah. So Rob, on the other hand, didn't have that happen, and he came to an emotional bottom. So I met Rob when I had some time clean already, and actually, when I met him, I had pink eye. Okay, so that's a good look.
Great first impression.
And Rob had like a day clean, so he was going
I was
through
detoxing.
the physical
Yeah.
withdrawals. And we didn't get together right then, but we both were the first relationship that we had clean, and it wound up.
You must be a very patient person because that detoxing period can be rough.
Hellish.
Yeah, hellish, hellacious, right?
Well,
People
we-
aren't very nice during that period of time.
No.
Sometimes, they can fly off the handle a little bit.
Yeah, well, we didn't get together right then, but a few months down the road. So Rob had about 4 months clean, and he wound up using again after we got together. So
He was aroused into. He was aroused into. He got enticed.
Well,
I don't know.
the feelings of a
Something.
relationship,
Yeah.
sometimes we don't have the coping
true.
skills to
Right.
deal with it,
Right.
That's
and
all.
that probably was a contributing factor.
Mm-hmm.
But we did stick it out. He moved in about a month later. So, we were lucky, and I always feel so grateful and blessed that Rob stayed clean because not everybody does,
Awesome.
But it's been a really fun experience to watch him grow from being a person that could barely do public speaking
To the rocking stages.
being on stage at Mobb Deep. I mean,
Right.
and I'm an outgoing person, and I don't have trouble with that, but I was filming him at Mobb Deep, and I was like,
Look
oh
at
my
all
God.
of these
Oh,
people.
and he had
I
a
want to
great-
get down.
he really worked the crowd and had a command of the stage presence up there was really good. So
People
Thank you.
love
Thank you.
Rob. I mean, the friends and family that we have, which our friends are like our family, they love him. When he celebrated the other day, I mean, I can't tell you that every single person there said something so
They did.
kind about him. He just has something, and sometimes I'm jealous, because I'm like, no one likes me that much.
right.
But,
So it was really cool.
thinking back, I just remembered that the first date we went on, Rob played me like he had,
Wait a minute.
he had an old iPod that, I mean, this thing, I don't think you can even buy a charger for this thing anymore.
Okay.
And he plugged it into his car and showed me his music. And I remember thinking, like, He raps. Okay.
Now, are you a
Okay.
hip hop fan prior to meeting him?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I see you
So
with the
I mean, Biggie
the
earrings,
dope
right?
earrings.
She's wearing Biggie earrings, y'all.
shout out
just
to
saying.
Star Booty.
Could've been me.
But and I'm like, okay, so this guy, he raps. You
Right.
know, everyone raps. That's what I found getting into the industry because I'm with Rob at everything he does, and I'm
Yeah.
just, a huge part of it with him. But everybody we meet's like, oh yeah, I rap. So I was very
That's kind of funny.
wary of it. But when I heard it, I was like, wow, he's really talented. So this has been in his heart, I think, for a long time. What was the
time.
first time you started rapping when you were in 4th grade?
I wrote my first rhyme in like 5th grade.
Wow, that's
Way
great.
back. Way
That's
back.
dope.
Yeah.
And so it feels good to be pursuing your passion.
It feels great. It
Where are you
really
going,
does.
man? Where is this journey taking you?
Man.
Where do you hope it takes you? Anyway?
Wherever God's will is for it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
Straight up.
with that.
I've done some footwork. You know what I mean? Like, getting in the studio, recording some stuff. And of course, like I told you last time we were together, I would like to tour. I just want to make good music, man. You
Great.
know what I mean? That with a message.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear some of it. Can we play her? I know it's not the
Yes.
right title on here. What's the actual
It's
title?
Lost and Found.
Lost and Found.
Yes.
All right, you're listening to Rival right here on USF Bulls Radio, Pirate Radio Invasion. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Pirate Radio USF on Twitter, at Pirate Radio Invasion on Instagram.